Gamer again, and I'm an independent stampin' up demonstrator, and my blog is stampwithjoy.co.uk, and all the materials I'll be using tonight you can buy in my online shop. And we're having a play with another celebration item. Love it. Awesome for teenage kids, young kids, men even who like guitars and hearing music. And I've done a lady version. I think this would be perfect for my niece, who is turning a teenager very shortly. You're awesome. Love the Snickers. Love the Painted with Love. And we've added some Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper, both here and here. It is stuck down. It's just that you can move it to show the two banners. And then inside, here's to an epic celebration. And these beautiful dots, which are all in this stamp set. Absolutely love it. Rubber mounted, clear mount, sorry, should I say, yeah. Loads, no need to have piercing mat to stamp because they're not photopolymer. So I'm going to get cracking. It is late one for me again. It's Friday night and we have the grandkids, so oof, let's get that out the way. So these are the pieces you're going to need. I'm using Melon Mambo. This is just a half a piece of A4, 5 7/8 by 8 1/4. You're going to need a piece of Whisper White for the inside, 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I've got this beautiful designer series paper, which is from the Painted with Love, and this is 3 by 5 5/8. Got a beautiful piece of this glimmer paper, stunning. I love the sparkle on this. And this is basically 1 1/4 by 5 5/8. I've got another piece to go at the back of there, and I actually flagged it without thinking, so I do apologise. And this measures, after it's been flagged, 2 1/2 by 3/4 inch. And this is 3/4 inch again, and this is about 4, but we're going to flag the end after we've done the stamping. And about 8 inches of this beautiful silver trimmed ribbon in Berry Burst. But I think it goes with this. It's a lovely tone because this is Rich Razzleberry, Powder Pink and Melon Mambo. So I think this goes perfect. So, let me get my trimmer in to do my folding. I love to do it like this. I always get a perfect edge. I just push it against that bar. Pop it together, making sure the side. Just run my finger down. And finish. Love it. See? Those two pieces right together, top and bottom. I'm going to do a bit of stamping. Oh, you do need a scrap as well of Whisper White and Melon Mambo. And, oh, let me just grab some more glimmer paper. I forgot to get that out. I've got it to hand here somewhere. I don't like to view that, it's far. Where's it gone? There it is. Beautiful glimmer, Dazzling Diamonds glimmer paper. I've got a little piece of scrap here, but it's not quite big enough. Look. Oh, I'm gutted. But I will go back in there for a smaller circle or some smaller embellishment. So that's what I'll do while I'm here. I will cut myself a 2 1/4 inch circle. And you basically just cover the line, pop it out, and you don't get much waste at all then. So there's my circle. That can go back in my packet. It fits everywhere. This is for your shoe, and that is for your sentiment. This is for the inside. We cut that with 2 1/4 inch. I'm going to cut the Starburst one, which is the one in between, out of the Melon Mambo. So we've got our layers, and that will come for something good as well. I don't like to throw anything away myself. Frugal, frugal, frugal. So that's going on the front, that's going on the front. Front, front, front. Now we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to fetch my ink in. I'm using this beautiful Melon Mambo. And I'm going to be using some of the tuxedo. So I'm going to stamp my shoes. These lovely little trainers. Aren't they lush? It's come out lovely and clear. I'm going to stamp this. Here's to an epic celebration. And I don't think that's level actually. Pop this on the lines. That's better. And I'm going to... No, it's crooked. My eyesight's terrible. So, good job we've got two sides. That's better. Yay. So I'm going to stamp these little dots now. I had them on the inside on the other one. And I'm just going to run them down the outside on this side. Perfect. So that's for the inside of our card. And now for our beautiful sentiment. You're awesome. Oh, I love it. I'm going to line this up at the bottom of my card. Perfect. So that's the stamping done. Woohoo! Oh no, I'm going to need it. I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to now blend with my colour. And a swig of coffee first. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I'm just taking the ink off the ink pad. And we're just going to colour these beautiful trainers in. It's going in between those laces. Oof. Find this very therapeutic, I do. Love it. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I get so deep in thought. Tongue comes out, everything. I'm one of them concentrators that sticks the tongue out to do things. I'm sure we all have ways of concentrating that we wouldn't like other people to see. Definitely don't want to see me with my tongue out. That would be rude. Go back in and have a bit more colour. Love this. I love the fact that they look like a scruffy pair of trainers as well, but they're not. They're absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely lovely. I suppose it wouldn't matter if you did go over the sides. You know, retro looking shoes. Pick up a bit more colour if you need to. If you hear a bit of banging in a moment, it's because my noisy neighbours have just come in. Their staircase is into my living room. And their living room is onto an alleyway. So they don't hear nothing, but we hear everything. Absolutely everything. With no consideration whatsoever. That's for me moaning. Stop moaning, Gator. I don't mind anyone making a little bit of noise, but not when my grandson's upstairs sleeping, bless him. Oh, aren't they just the cutest? And then just clean off your bristles, your pen on a piece of scrap, and you're good to go again. That's what I love about the blends. They're fantastic. So, I'm going to cut this out now with my 2-inch circle punch. It doesn't quite cut it all out, but again, that doesn't really matter. It just takes the tip off that toe. Isn't that lovely? So we're doing a lot of punching tonight. So I'm going to grab my 1/8 inch and I'm going to add a circle. I've got to now try and I did attach the other two, but I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to line up my oops, upside down. I'm going to line up and make a dot through that hole so I don't miss where I've popped it. Lovely. So I'm going to just go pretty much. Oh, what am I doing? Silly sausage. Right. Now I can grab a pen or a pencil. And I'm just going to put the top there. So I know when I attach them that this is going to line up perfectly. It will go through 2. It just won't go through, well, it will go through 3, but it crushed my paper a little bit. And that's not what I intended to do. And if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well, so they say. I'm going to line this up now with that hole. And there it is. Oh, isn't that lovely? Love, 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 love. I think that's great. I'm going to use a little bit of baker's twine because I want to tie a double knot and then tie a bow later. Look at it. Oh, I love this stuff. It's starting to come undone. Let me just trim the end. That's better. I'm going to leave these fairly long. I have to cut that now. That's the new baker's twine with the silver trim. Absolutely adorable. I'm sure you've all seen it in your new catalogues. I want that knot towards the back. I've just dropped my wire. So now we can start to assemble this wonderful card. What I did as well, let me just flag this and I'll show you what I did. I'm going to pop this in all the way to the end and slide it in the centre. And I'm going to go again. I'm not going to go too far though. Lovely. And then we can trim the back end off. Or it's going to get hidden anyway, so I need to glue that. And this one. I'm going to line this up first, so I know roughly. Point that down. And then what I did with this one, make sure it's poking out the right way. I want that down there like that. So because this is going on dimensionals, I added a couple to keep this in place. That way you can flick it around and move it if you need to be. Perfect. cute. Perfect. Right, I'm going to attach, look, see, it made boo-boo. I'm going to pop this on the inside of my card. I thought I'd add it upside down then, because I had the dots down on the other one. I thought, oh no, I'm going to go and attach it in the wrong way round, but I haven't. So, what I did now, I attached my glimmer first. It slightly overlaps just a little bit. You could add it this side if you want to, but I like the way the tails. I gave myself a lovely little border, top and bottom. Perfect. Now when I add my designer series paper, I know as to line that up. With the end of the glimmer paper. So I'm going to get my border here, and right on the edge there, making sure it's level at the top. Perfect. Isn't that lovely? Just pops a little bit behind. You could do it the perfect width if you want, but you might get a little gap, so that's why I've overlapped it just a touch. So now for our beautiful, beautiful. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, I love it. This is a little bit longer than my other one, but it doesn't really matter. It looks just fine. And I think for a girl, you can't have too many bows. I think it's brilliant. So, don't want that hanging off my card, but that's okay. Isn't that lovely? Love it. It's mad how you can throw together a card, and it took me about half an hour by the time I'd fiddled with this and realised I wanted that. And the best thing to do, turn your card upside down and then tie a bow. For some reason your tails will fall in the right place then. If you do it the right way, the tails seem to want to go the other way. And with the baker's twine, hold the actual knot to pull it and it'll stop it from curling. So they say, but it ends up curling anyway. But now you can have a tinkle about with your bow. Why? I'm going to cut them off now. Just to the end of the circles, so they can drape either side. Isn't that lovely? It's coming out beautiful. So now for my little bow, I have to use my bow maker. I tried to do the bunny ears, but it wasn't quite long enough, and when I did it on here, it was perfect. Love this ribbon, and I've had my new ribbons today. All the shimmer ribbons that were in the catalogue. Do you know, I overlooked them. I didn't realise they were shimmering ribbon until I saw a few people use them. And I was like, OMG, how did I miss them? Absolutely stunning. Let's have a fiddle and twist. So cute. Why does that one want to go that way? I can always, believe it or not, I'm going to always pop another bit of a glue dot. You can always place a glue dot to put your tails wherever you want them. So I'm going to pop one on the back. Whoops. And I'm going to pop this. I'm going to pop this a little bit further around because I don't want it overlapping my words. But see, I can add a glue dot to keep my tails in place. And I can add another one there. My husband loves watching the football. It drives me bonkers. And now I can trim. Oh, that's a bit short, isn't it? Oh, I'll have to just trim that one now as well. And there we have it. I'll probably put another bow on there later. No, it might look. Bless my soul. Isn't that lovely? Right, a few rhinestones. Didn't even need a bit of Winker Stella on this. Fabulous. A bit more gold on this one than there is on the last one. Love it. I'm going to tweak that bow. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? Love it. Oh, I love it. I like the longer tail as well. I think that's really cute. So this one opens this way, and this one has got the dots this way. Isn't that cute? Well, I hope you like. I'm going to definitely do something with that bow. A thumbs up, a share would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe. And like I'm saying, if you want to obtain any of these supplies, they will be on my online shop, which I'll post in the description bar below. There's the join now button there as well. Once you go into the shop and you go onto my actual Stampin' Up blog, they'll have a little button that says shop now or join now. So take advantage of the offer that's on while celebration is on for the next 3 months. Pick a kit, £130. 2 extra stamp sets, wood or clear or photopolymer. It's entirely up to you out of any of the current catalogues. Except for celebration, you can't choose celebrating items till 7 days after. Yeah, and just pay £99. So if you're going to put in a big order anyway, buy a kit, join Stampin' Up and get 20% off everything for life. So thanks for watching. Till next time, love you all. Bye.